Hey everybody, welcome to Friday, November 6th. This is your mood read. We have the moon in Cancer today in the fifth house. So Cancer, again, that moon energy is always about focusing on home and foundation and things that make you feel safe and secure. And that fifth house energy, it's like you're getting ready for that moon go into Leo tomorrow. That's about romance, hanging out with your kids, having fun. It's just a really auspicious energy for anything that's very playful. Some of you, again, you still might be hanging in that energy of enjoying some kind of new romance, having just a good time with either your kids or your friends' kids, maybe some nieces and nephews, if you have kids in your life. But again, guys, just a couple of days is this brief period is the birthing of this new phase of some part of your life. Now, let's talk about a couple of aspects that are going to be going on. So the moon is going to be scoring Mercury, right? So remember, Mercury, moon is our emotions and Mercury is communication. So right now, just for today, it really would be best for you to just kind of maybe stop before speaking. Otherwise, what can end up happening in this energy is some sort of misunderstanding could happen. That's really avoidable, right? So just, if you can, try to count to 10, you know what to do. Deep breath, and just try to express your feelings calmly, really, in this energy. So it's just about finding the right words today. Not, I'm not saying not to communicate, but make sure you think very carefully before speaking, right? Compassion could be at the forefront of your mind right now, either you receiving compassion or you wanting to be compassionate with somebody who's going through something. So also today we have the moon is opposite Jupiter. So again, moon being emotions, Jupiter being about luck and expansion. This is a very strong influence, guys, right? So during this very short moon Jupiter transit, you are going to need to show some restraint, even though you might be tempted, especially by others, to pull the trigger on something very grand and big and a little out of the box. You might be pushed to do something that maybe you've been kicking around in your head, but it's kind of, again, it's kind of big, and whatever that means for you. But anything that's big, grand, out of the box, right now is probably not going to go very well for you today. So you do want to exercise some sort of self-restraint, self-control if you can avoid it. And the rewards are going to be on the other side of that. Okay. Because like, don't decide, hey, let's run off and get married, or let's just do this thing, or, anything that you feel like, because Jupiter is such a positive energy, and with the moon hanging out in there, it could just end up leading to something impulsive. You want to be careful. So we have, and I'm going to be doing this from your perspective. Okay, guys. So we have can you see that? The Emperor energy. Okay, so that's going to be upright for you guys. I'm doing it from your perspective. So also today you could be feeling a little frustrated. I do want to say that. Let's get that out of the way. You might feel like something or someone is blocking your path. You might even feel a little down because you're experiencing what you understand to be a lack of cooperation from others. For some of you, though, this could end up showing up as feeling emotionally blocked because of something from your past. So, you can be feeling the sense of stuck because of a decision that you made about someone in your past that you either still feel emotionally connected to, or that you had this emotional connection with. And it's sort of like this feeling pulled backwards a little bit, right? Just for the day, though, the good news is this is short-lived. This is not a long-lasting energy, very brief period. And if you focus on others and other things right now, you're definitely going to feel this lightening up by the end of the day, all right, which will be good. So let's see, what else do we have going on? Let me just pull some more cards here. We have the Emperor. Okay, we have the Three of Cups. Good. Knight of Pentacles for you, it's reverse. So we also have the moon opposite Pluto. And that's probably going to be kind of a strong influence. Okay, Four of Wands. That's probably going to be a little strong of an influence here. So you really need to ask yourself if someone or something is really frustrating you or challenging you at the moment. Do you feel bitter about something? Get in touch with where you feel a sense of frustration or bitterness of anger towards someone or something, because the time has really come. On this day, you're going to feel very strongly where it's time to embrace the truth of a situation. Emotional truth usually underlies this energy of this activity or this event that's going to be inciting this feeling. So let go of the need to control anything and see what rises up. See what comes up. Wait for the tension to subside before taking any action. So if you're feeling anything again about anything, anyone from your past, or maybe a friendship, a family member, something going on, don't pick the phone up and be like, and another thing, kind of thing. Try your very best not to do that. Okay. And finally, we do have the moon quincunxing the midheaven. This is just something I want to mention for some of you. Obviously, it's not going to be for all of you, but you may gain some insights on this day into what adjustments that you need to make in order for you to have a more fulfilling and meaningful purpose in your career or your public life, right? Kind of like that 10th house energy, because it's the midheaven. So what is the 10th house? It has to do with your career, your public reputation, the legacy that you leave in the world. So some of you might be pushing yourself to maybe apply for a new job or to reach out to somebody, right? To find out if they have some sort of opportunity for you. You might just be in the space of wanting to kick around ideas with somebody in your life right now. But everything is sort of in this really pushing you to work towards establishing a more satisfying life objective. Doesn't mean that you have to act on anything right in the moment, but you're going to be pushed to at least have some sort of getting your ducks in a row. You're going to be feeling this instinct, right, to get your ducks in a row. All right, so why don't I pull these down? Let's look at the cards that I pulled for you, and then I'll pull some the way I'm using the crystal visions, and if I feel like any qualifiers, I'll pull from the chakra tarot. So the first card that we pulled was the Emperor energy. So the Emperor energy is all about being large and in charge. This is about respect, leadership, strategic planning. So I like the fact that we got this today, considering that there is going to be this idea. I do feel like for a lot of you, this idea going on and having to do with your career. You're going to be feeling emotionally like you need to address something in your career, emotionally, like maybe you want to start your own business, or you want to go off in a different way, put your own flavor on something. But you're going to be feeling this push to start something new, to get into something new. And then we have this working with the Three of Cups energy. So I definitely like this for just hanging out with your friends and having a good time on this day. This is about friendships and celebration, just feeling very supported. It's a really great day for support. Absolutely. Now, the only thing is, and we did mention this already, right? In the astrology portion, we have this Knight of it's Pentacles, right? Pentacles in the reverse. And the Knight of Pentacles in reverse could be a little bit of a stubborn energy, maybe feeling like somebody is not working, not showing up. Maybe somebody is being a little lazy with the relationship. Maybe somebody's being lazy around the house, lazy in their duties, in their job, whatever it is. You might even be feeling a little lazy and stubborn today, and that's okay. I mean, it's a passing energy. That's it. There's nothing to be like crazy concerned about here. But that laziness, I do feel like it's going to be incited by this heavy moon energy, making you feel kind of like elsewhere. There's going to be this. I just feel like a lot of you guys are going to be processing something from the past right now. We have this working with the Knight of Wands, and for you, it's in reverse. So the Knight of Wands in reverse does indicate this whenever we have wands in reverse, it always indicates delay, right? So let's throw that in there with the Knight, he's in the king of the night with the Knight. This could be a couple of things. This could be you feeling frustration because of a delay in moving forward in some way in your life in general, being able to move forward in the way that you want with a person, right, within a relationship. Some of you may be a little frustrated with somebody in your life who's really chaotic. You might be dealing with an energy who is not very sexually responsible, a little bit of a player energy. This could definitely be going on here as well. If it's none of those things, things, this is about impulsivity. So remember what I said about the moon hanging with Jupiter on this day. Watch out for any impulsivity because it probably won't go that well. So if you feel like, again, I'm going to call them, or I'm going to buy that thing, or that's it, just try to like sit back and chill for a second. And then we have the Four of Wands in the upright. This is great, right? This is about friends and family, another friends and family energy. For some of you, this is about reunions. So some of you may be running into somebody you haven't seen in a while. Some of you may be getting that phone call from somebody that maybe you haven't heard from them in a while, and you may be faced with the situation of, do I want to get back together with this person or not? And I did mention that energy, that you may be feeling this day about really trying to figure out how you feel about something from your past, right? Because whenever we have the moon is opposing Saturn, whenever Saturn is about something from our past, it's age, it's something that's old, and it can be this idea because it's an opposition. It's this tension that arises in us because of something from our past. So particularly if you're being asked by somebody, hey, you want to give this a go again, or do you want to be friends again, or do you want to give something, whatever, another go? You might be in this space where it's like, oh, I kind of really want to, but I'm not sure. So obviously it's going to resonate differently with each of you, but this is really to kind of just give you the general energetic forecast of what's going to be going on for the day. Let me just pull two last closing cards for you guys. Okay, we have the Three of Swords and we have the Six of Coins. So the Three of Swords can just be dealing with some sort of pain. Guys, it does not have to be a cheating situation. It really does not have to be. I don't really like to go there because a lot of things can give us this energy of feeling this pain. It's, it's just this Saturn in Libra. And Libra's all about the partnership energy, right? So this could have to do with marriage, anyone that we have a shared soul purpose with, quite frankly. So it really could be like a business partnership, a close friend, a close family connection, but where there's this element of hurt and betrayal that needs to be looked at. But the thing is here, the light is going to be shown on it. So you guys are going to be able to have a conversation about it, and at least, and I feel like with the Six of Coins energy, which is a nice energy because it's about generosity and giving and receiving, I feel like emotions are going to be shared. And remember, I mentioned a few moments ago about, I feel like you're going to be feeling very compassionate on this day, or you're going to be needing some compassion because of something that's gone through. So I feel like there's going to be a redressing of something that's gone on in the past. If you feel this in your experience for this day, just understand it's the passing moon energies. And if it seems a little challenging in the moment, don't worry about it. It's not going to last. I promise you that. Tomorrow's going to be a little bit more of a fun day because we have, I'm going to do this in a separate video, but the moon's going into Leo in the 6th house of day-to-day activities, having to do with your work environment, having to do with just your general day-to-day experience, mental, physical, emotional health. So let's talk about that in a minute when I get to it. But this is for the 6th, I believe, Friday the 6th. I hope this was helpful in some way, and you guys take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.